Opening day, new session in Hartford. That's where you'll find us on Optimum Locals Meet the Leaders. I'm David Smith. Nice to have you along with us. Why, look who's here. Representative Themis Klarides is with us, and she is joining us from the 114th District. That's Orange Woodbridge Derby. She has been doing this for a while. She knows about these opening days, and things are always kind of exciting, heartening, optimistic. And what are you looking forward to in particular as we go forward into this session?
Well, I think that the one word,
shortened as it is.
Well, the one word you use, optimistic, is usually what I think most people feel on this day. I mean, that kind of wanes as we get into the nitty-gritty of hearings and committee meetings and different bills and ideas that come up that people either agree with or disagree with. But I really think this year we're going to be focusing once again on the budget.
The budget from what terms? Obviously you can't do a lot of shifting and changing, but in what areas?
Well, as you know, we do a 2-year budget, a biennium budget. We did that last year.
Right.
But what we found out from the State Treasurer's Office in the past few weeks is that we are now in a $145 million deficit already. And unfortunately, last year, there was the highest tax increase in the state of Connecticut's history passed. And that was supposed to, from the governor's office, fix the problem, which a lot of us didn't agree with. And now here we are, the first day of session 2012, and we have another deficit.
So what are you able to do to alter that, to rearrange things, to do whatever in order to change the what you see as a deficit? Governor doesn't quite see it that way, but what you all see as a deficit, and still accomplish other things, because other things are going to cost money, and he's got a rather engaging agenda having to do with education that's up there.
He does, and I actually agree with a lot of his ideas on the education reform, and I hope that a lot of them come to fruition. But unfortunately, what he sees as a deficit and we see as a deficit is not really subjective. They're hard and fast numbers from the State Treasurer's Office, and I'm hoping that they get smaller. But I don't know if that's going to happen. And unfortunately, the State Treasurer also informed us that we were borrowing in December just to keep the lights on day to day. And you know, that's not really how it's supposed to be done. Moody's downgraded us, and they based our downgrade on 2 very important things. One was the amount of debt we had and the inability to pay it back, and our pension funding problem. You know, and those are serious issues. And in the short session year, we're really supposed to only be doing bills that have to do with the budget. So I'm hoping that we can come up with some good ideas to try and fix that.
What are you suggesting? What sort of things have you got up your sleeve that you will have the caucus work on and so forth?
Well, our general ideas to begin with, not just last year, but for several years before that, were not about let's just raise more money in revenue, i.e. taxes. It's let's find a way to run government in a more efficient way with less money. It's not about let's spend more money so we can raise more money. It's about let's spend less money.
Do that? Where would you suggest that happen?
We had many consolidation issues. We had,
which apparently is being worked on.
Right.
They're doing a lot of consolidation as we speak.
We did some last year. The governor's proposing more this year. But you know, we had proposed, House and Senate Republicans had proposed many in the past 4 years. Secondly, just taking a bottom line number off the top. For example, last year in 2011, whatever the funding level was, say let's roll it back to 2009 or 8 or 10, you know, whatever year you choose. Right. And let's try and live within our means. That's what it's about. Everybody in their homes, your home, my home, everybody out there, they have to live within their means. Nobody's just going to give them money.
Is that something that could be done this year?
I think it could be done on a daily basis. I think we just have to commit to doing it, and I know that our caucuses have committed to doing that. These tax increases just fill holes. You know, those are stopgaps.
Have you got any parochial issues for your constituents in particular that you would like to see accomplished, short of the budget?
Well, as you mentioned before, the governor's come out with a lot of education reforms. We have a new education commissioner who I met last week and seems like a very accomplished man, and a man who's very interested in changing things. And the governor has spoken about cutting red tape in the education arena and talked about certification changes and allowing towns to more flexibility with their teachers and ability to hire and fire. And that all goes back to the whole home rule idea that your town, my town knows what we need more than maybe this, Hartford knows what they need. And I think that in education, unfortunately, as important as it is to educate our children, there's so much red tape we get caught up in, and mandates and unfunded mandates for that matter. So I think those are all very laudable goals, and I'm hoping that we can move forward with those goals similar to the jobs bill we did last year.
And hopefully in a bipartisan way. What do you say?
Exactly.
I like it. I like it. Hey, it's always good to catch up with you. Thank you so much for being with us. Representative Themis Klarides, and she is with us opening day. She's got a busy day. We do too. And we're going to be talking with Representative John Hetherington in just a couple of moments. So stay with us.